Iran launching a fresh round of strikes tonight. You can see them streaming through the night sky over
Canada early because of the continuing crisis in the Middle East.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Daily Dose of News. I'm here to break down what's happening around the world, and honestly, it's quite the lineup today. We're starting with some absolutely massive breaking news that has the entire world watching. President Trump announced what he called a complete and total ceasefire between Israel and Iran on social media yesterday. But apparently, nobody told Iran about the memo. Just hours after Trump's ceasefire deadline passed, Iranian missiles slammed into Israel, with at least 4 people killed in Beersheba when a missile hit a residential building. And here's where it gets really interesting. Iran is completely denying they launched any missiles. Sure, those missiles just launched themselves. Israel, understandably not thrilled about being on the receiving end of this ceasefire, has ordered intense strikes targeting Tehran. So we're back to square one. Except now with even more tensions because someone thought they had brokered peace for, 12 hours? This whole situation highlights just how fragile these diplomatic attempts can be. We're now on day 11 of this escalating conflict, and it seems like every time there's a glimmer of hope, something happens to derail it completely. The reality is that social media diplomacy, while certainly creative, might not be the most reliable way to end a conflict that's been building for decades. Now, shifting to a completely different kind of tragedy, in Ohio, a family outing on the Cuyahoga River turned into an absolute nightmare when a father and his 5-year-old son went missing after their inflatable inner tube capsized near Cuyahoga Falls. The 5-year-old boy, identified as Braxton, was found dead Sunday morning just before 9:30 a.m. Search efforts are still ongoing for his father, and you can only imagine what the family's going through right now. But here's what makes this story even more significant. This wasn't an isolated incident. Over 50 people and 8 dogs had to be rescued from the same river system in Kent. Think about that for a second, 50 people needing rescue from one river in one weekend. That's not a coincidence. That's a pattern that suggests the Cuyahoga River has been particularly dangerous lately. And speaking of public safety concerns, let's talk about what happened in Kansas City, Missouri over the weekend. The city saw a particularly violent stretch with multiple shooting incidents that left 7 people dead and at least 5 others injured. Now, I don't have all the specific details on each incident yet, but what's troubling is the pattern here. 7 deaths in one weekend in a single city, that's not normal even for areas that struggle with gun violence. This kind of concentrated violence suggests either coordinated incidents or a particularly dangerous escalation in local conflicts. That's your Global Conflict Roundup for today. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, in times like these, reliable information is more important than ever. We'll keep tracking these stories as they develop because, unfortunately, they show no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Stay safe out there, news junkies. And remember, when the world gives you chaos, make a YouTube video about it. Peace out.